being no more pink Birdos. There is one more here, but we're not fighting it. We need to ride on an egg to get through this level. If you walk straight out the door at the beginning, you have to wait for a few seconds on the global timer before Birdo will spit out an egg. And while you're waiting, Birdo walks further to the left, which means the egg has to travel further and waste time. Ethan instead does something really clever here. He waits before entering the door, and then goes out when the time is right. Now, Birdo doesn't have a chance to walk to the left, but she still fires an egg at the same time, which is a pretty smart optimization. After a few seconds of riding the egg, Ethan builds up some speed and jumps off. And now, we arrive at this door. You're supposed to go inside and climb this giant tower.
There's a new deck I want to include into my arsenal. And it includes an archetype that actually gets featured here that I only recently discovered. Well, it used to not be an archetype, but it's an archetype now. I believe they're a little to the bottom. Yeah. I think this is the one. Sealed Deities of the Fabled Realm. Let me do some research, I suppose. Okay, Sealed Deities of the Fabled Realm does not contain any cards for rewards. So, not worth it. Well, obviously I still get gems and stuff. Anyway, I named it Dark Lord Gifts, as that's the archetype that's primarily featured here. The Dark Lords. We've got 3 Nurse Reficures, 3 Dark Lord E-Shells, 3 Banishment of the Dark Lords. That's actually most of it. We have a few more monsters for help. It's a little hard to play without monsters nowadays. Full playset of Mahama. We've got some Time Lords as well. Well, what the hell? Why is this guy an ultra rare? That doesn't seem worth it. That doesn't seem worth it. That's a trap. Now this is a worthy ultra rare. Alright, so this deck is gonna be a bit more expensive than I imagined. I can probably replace it for Michion or something. Michion is only a normal. And it still has a very good burning effect. So sure. I'm gonna try Michion variant in this. That does mean it'll be a bad idea for me to run Skill Drain. But oh well. Pot of Desires is limited to 1 in Master Duel. So is Pot of Duality. The last generic draw. Spell we'll be using is Card of Demise. Not Cards of. Which is just straight up banned. Oh no, wait, there's still Upstart Goblin. Which is an ultra rare, and I want to run a full playset of that. I guess we can replace a few cards with a few more generic staple floodgates. Ooh, Chain Strike is unlimited. Ah, I have a full playset of Tremendous Fire already. We obviously want Bad Reaction to Simochi. And then the best burn card. Gift card. Pa. I actually only run one trap trick since the effect is too limiting. What about Red Reboot? It's limited to 2, but it's an ultra rare. The biggest weakness this deck has is it's pretty susceptible to back row removal, so anything that can handle that is good. But there really isn't a lot of generic cards that protect back row. Called by the Grave can't actually counter Harpy's Feather Duster. As well as Lightning Storm, since they trigger their effect. On the field rather than on the graveyard, so that's a worthless hand. I just came up with a good one. Alright, I think Vanity's Emptiness is banned. You're darn right it is. It's banned in TCG as well as in OCG. That's understandable enough. It's a very powerful floodgate. An absurdly powerful floodgate. Oh, you know what would be another fun burn card to use? Magic Cylinder. From my burn deck. Yes, pa. Dimension Wall is much cheaper than Magic Cylinder, and they both literally do the exact same thing. Yeah, I don't get the difference. I mean, they're worded differently, but they both do the exact same thing, don't they? They're both normal traps. How expensive is Waboku? Not very expensive. Honestly, a pretty good pretty good protection for my monsters. Oh damn, it's limited to 2? Why not? Unlike Chain Burn, which will be more trap oriented, I do believe it's a lot better for burn decks like these to be more spell card oriented instead. Dueling Nexus bot has a card I'm really interested in having. It's a continuous spell. Wow, the database search engine is shit. It's not Dark Room of Nightmare I'm looking for. There it is. Chain Energy. It's only a rare. It's a little dangerous, so running only 2 of it would be the safest option. Alright, so what can we realistically take out? I don't really think Trap Trick is all that worth it. This card is objectively a lot less strong and not really all that useful. I'm not really sure I want to run Change of Heart. Oh, I forgot about Ring of Destruction. Yeah, there's a full playset of it. Ring of Destruction can't be used to go for game. Well, it can be. It's just going to be very hard to do. I think just one will do. Should probably only run one tremendous fire. Any other burn staples I should be wary of? It's a super rare. And we can't get it for free. This deck is ultimately very trap-oriented, so this card could potentially backfire if we bring too many of it. Especially if we get to go first. Because this is a contingency in case we go second. Granted, going second with this deck is a lot less worse than going second with than with the rest of my decks, because I'll refrain from running Secret Barrel, honestly. I just don't think it's worth it. Pot of the Forbidden is a staple for any flip-based decks. Flip-based decks aren't good, of course, but it says negate the attack. This one doesn't say it negates attacks. What does that genuinely mean? This one is non-targeting either, too, you know? And then we're actually just gonna put random Random ass extra deck monsters. We still need extra deck access. We still need extra deck monsters. Why am I searching pendulums as well? Would be nice if we can bring out if we bring monsters we can actually summon. I have old entity Nestor. It's probably gonna be mostly link monsters. I do have a tuner, so any level 9s I can get my hands on might be funny. Sure. Alright, we're out of extra deck monsters to sift through. And there's no way I'm... Sure. It's a big beat stick. There's a rare albeit unlikely chance I might sometimes be able to summon Light Charmer by special summoning Mahama and then normal summoning a Dark Lord Nurse. And if her effect ever manages to pull through, then hell yeah, you know? I'm not running Change of Heart, it's too expensive, plus it relies on... Something you need to consider in Master Duel is you do need to account for every possible matchup you might come across. What if I just run Lightning Storm? I'm gonna guess this is also banned. Holy shit, it's not. This is a floodgate. And a useful one for this situation, for our deck specifically. Yeah, there's no way I'm not running the full 2 copies in this deck, actually. Because that actually allows me to bypass the problem with this deck can potentially come across. there anything I can... Are there any cards for Dark Lords to recycle cards? 'Cause that would be pretty useful. Ugh. 'Cause Dark Lord gifts essentially stall out games. Fusion summoning? Oh. Why not, I say. And then since it's not named as one, but it's technically a Dark Lord spell as well, I can't actually go without Forbidden Droplet. Like, ain't no way. "12 monsters, 12 spells, and 16 traps." A surprisingly balanced deck, all things considered. Oh, I just remembered, there is another draw too I could potentially take advantage of. It's unlimited. Running one is as safe as I think we can go for. Any more would be too risky. What do we remove for it? Hell yeah, and then I can use this to search and draw 2 more cards. If I did that, since I start off with bad reaction. Waboku is technically a do-nothing card now that I think about it. I need run only 1. I'm gonna go have dinner now.